Like a grizzly?
Only worse. Smaller and spider-shaped.
So what you're saying is there's a bug in the kitchen?
Kill it, Michael, and make it suffer.
Actually, Steph, spiders have an awfully short lifespan. If you leave it alone, it'll die in a few months.
Okay, I'll get it. But if it casts a shadow, it's yours.
Make it suffer.
Hi, I'm Larry, party of one.
Where's your brother Darryl and your other brother Darryl?
I got them reading an Archie comic. It's the one where Archie has to choose between Betty and Veronica, so it's impossible to put down. That ought to leave us enough time to talk privately.
Why?
Miss Stephanie, do you mind? I'm about to say something that may shock and revolt.
Well, two things my parents sent me to boarding school to avoid.
Main squeeze on your heels, Steph.
Larry, since this is a family secret, why don't you just share it with your brothers and leave it, at that?
Well, they don't take surprises very well. They're still reeling from England going metric.
Okay, let me have it.
Well, I've discovered a skeleton in our closet, and it's not as pleasant as it sounds. Brace yourself.
Is this okay?
The other night, while I was up in... Oops, here they come. Act casual. Pretend we're comparing belly buttons. Hi, Darryl. Why are you back so early? Have you finished that comic book already? Wait a minute. I know. You couldn't stand the suspense, so you skipped to the back, didn't you?
Well, I killed that spider.
So, that's what first attracted you to her. Come on, Darryl. So which way did Archie go? Blonde or brunette?
What was that about?
Belly buttons, skeletons, the usual.
I think I'll have a coffee with 2 lumps because that's the way, I
like it. George, you want to talk about this?
That's one of the selections on my new sing-along machine.
The portable lounge lizard?
Yeah. It has over 100 hit songs you can choose from. Everything from Edelweiss to Another One Bites the Dust.
Talk about your gamuts.
And it has professional arrangements, backup singers, and even an echo effect.
George, I never knew you were so crazy about singing and echoing.
I love it. For years, I've been afraid to sing aloud. When I was 11, I tried out for the junior high school glee club. After they heard me sing, they made me a listener. Now, at last, the technology has come along to make me sound like a pro. Whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong, I gotta be me going home. I gotta be me.
George, I bet that would sound real good with the acoustics, up in your room.
You think so, Dick?
Yes, George, and the echo effect will sound best with the door closed because you'll have those 4 solid walls working for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it right now, 'cause that's the way,
Why don't good things ever happen to us?
Aren't we grouchy in the morning?
Larry, we wake up completely different when you're not in our bed.
How'd you get in?
Window, ladder, Batman-like climbing.
How long have you been here?
Since 4 a.m. Strange. I always had you pegged as stomach sleepers.
Larry, two things. Tell us why you're here and get off the bed.
It has to do with that family secret that's been gnawing at my innards. About a week ago, I was up in the attic cutting back the weeds. And I came across this old knick-knack drawer. And inside, right behind some nicks, there was an old box. I opened it up and discovered these 3 documents.
What are they?
3 birth certificates, mine, Darryl's, and Darryl's. You know what this proves? Brace yourself.
Like this, honey.
It proves we weren't born in the same sequence I thought. All these years, I assumed that I was the oldest brother. I'm not. Darryl is. This could throw our whole family out of kilter.
Larry, I'm afraid that ship has sailed.
Larry, forget what the documents say. Are you sure you weren't first? I mean, when you were born, do you remember having to share a pacifier?
All I seem to remember was the midwife delivered a heifer and a Darryl at the same time. And there was quite a bit of nursing confusion. I don't know how I'm going to keep this secret from Darryl.
Well, why don't you just tell your brothers the truth?
This could really affect the way we deal with each other.
Why? You 3 could be the same as you were. If that's what you're shooting for.
Well, it sure would take a load off my gut. Okay, I'll go spill the beans to Darryl. I'll let you know how it works out.
And Larry, from now on, our bedroom is by invitation only.
Okay, I'll be waiting for it. And I'm his other brother, Larry.
What happened here?
I took your advice and showed Darryl the certificates. You see the results. I've been cooed.
But Larry, you've always been the one in charge. I'm sure Darryl respects that.
You think so? Well, maybe I have been a bit premature. Oops. Sorry.
We didn't mean to shake up the family.
Might as well have attached us to Elvis's hips.
Stupid weather.
What's wrong, Stephanie?
Well, we were walking out of the drugstore when a wind kicked up and poor Steph got mussed.
And there were people.
I tried to get your sunglasses on as fast as I could.
But not fast enough. We're going to have to drill on that.
Miss Stephanie, normally I'd sympathize with your near muss, but I've got upheavals of my own.
What's that, Larry?
Meet Darryl, tall, dark, and in charge.
Darryl found out he's the oldest.
Along with all the other responsibilities, he'll be inheriting my crush on you.
Michael, sunglasses.
Darryl, just because power's turned your head don't mean it's going to turn anybody else's. Let's go. Next time I'm in the womb, I'm not going to let anybody cut in front of me.
I'm a soul man. Soul man?
Well, look who's here. It's George and his machine. Out of his room and within earshot.
So, George, you brought down your portable lounge lizard.
Yeah. I was rushing my work to get back to my singing. Then I realized I was kind of neglecting my job at the expense of fun. Then it came to me. Who are the hardest working people in the world, Dick? Snow White's dwarves, right?
Except for the Japanese, yeah.
And why were they hardworking? Because while they worked, they sang hi ho, hi ho.
No, George. They sang hi ho on the way to work. But once they're at work, it was strictly whistling.
Yeah, but if they'd had one of these, you can bet they'd have been singing their little lungs out. I'm a soul man.
Dick, you've got to stop the man. He's taking the beautiful art of lounge singing and making a farce out of it.
You can't just go up to someone and say you stink.
I'm a soul man. You hear me?
I'll think of something. George, could I talk to you about your singing?
Sure, Dick.
George, it's not that we don't enjoy it. It's just that we don't think the quaint rustic charm of New England is symbolized by a handyman singing Motown.
Gee, I guess you're right, Dick. I guess this does seem kind of inappropriate.
Good.
No problem, Dick. Your worries are over. Pennies in a stream, falling leaves of sycamore, moonlight in Vermont.
Hope you enjoyed our southern fried chicken. And I'm sorry about the feathers. Left us a nickel. Fun money. I knew it. There he goes, being responsible again. He's taking our fun money and wasting it on one of them high-interest retirement funds. He's gone. Mop duel. Okay, duel over. Mop impressions. Whoopi Goldberg. Bearded Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, Darryl, we were just taking a well-deserved zany break.
Hi, guys.
How many are you?
Just the one.
Smoking, non-smoking, or undecided?
Non-smoking.
Fan on your face or not?
Look, Larry, I didn't come over here to dine. You called me and asked me to come over.
Well, you better order something. The new Darryl don't allow any loitering. Oh, I forgot. Darryl here will take your order.
Do you have anything that's prepackaged? I'll have the Salisbury steak.
We serve that two ways, loose or in the pouch.
In the pouch. That's a plastic pouch, right? How are things going?
The mantle of authority ain't a snug fit on Darryl. There's a whole new set of rules we have to live by. He won't let us dry our underwear on the grill anymore, or put our face prints in the pudding, and no more sleeve sniveling. The last rule seems to particularly single Darryl out.
Well, you know, with every new administration, there are bound to be a few changes.
Well, he's completely destroyed our social life. We'd come to visit you more often, but we're not allowed to come over to the inn as much as we used to.
Really? Sometimes changes can be good.
He won't let us cut loose like in the old days. He's completely canceled our naked hour.
Joanna's kind of cut back on me, too. Have you tried to reason with him?
There's no use. He's become a Prima Darryl, throwing his age around. 9 months older, and he thinks he knows it all. That's why we want you to talk to him.
Well, why would he listen to me?
Well, he is closer to your age now. And I was gullible enough to listen to you.
Darryl, could I talk to you for a minute? First of all, congrats on getting older. And with age comes responsibility. I know you feel that Larry and Darryl should work more diligently, and they shouldn't dry their underwear on the grill or visit the inn so much. Why am I arguing against this? But your brothers are a little upset, so I thought maybe you might lighten up. Not about the inn. Maybe let them have some fun. Maybe give them a naked 10 minutes. I tried, guys. The man's a rock. That's the way, I like it. That's the way, I like it.
Pretty addictive, huh, Dick? Dick, can I tell you something as a friend?
Sure, George.
You really stink.
I was only fooling around.
I mean it. Your voice, your timing, the way you held the mic. I got queasy, Dick.
George.
I know this is hard to take, but as your friend, I think the best thing to do is to come right out and tell the truth. I mean, why should innocent people have to suffer?
George.
But Dick, you really taught me something. This machine is an accident waiting to happen. From now on, this baby is going to stay locked up in my room.
Yeah, George, I was trying to demonstrate that exact point.
Yeah, right, Dick.
Oh, sure. You weren't about to make face prints in the pudding. You were having childlike fun, weren't you? Don't be pulling that past your bedtime stuff on us. For all we know, you could have been sleeve sniveling too. Darryl, you don't really want to be in charge, do you? As the oldest brother, you're torn between your responsibility as the head of the family and your innate desire to frolic your head off. Not everyone's cut out to be Sam the Sham. Some of us are just meant to be pharaohs. Fess up, Darryl. You miss the shenanigans as much as we do. Then why can't we just go back to the way things was? Damn, I wish I'd never found these birthing papers. What is it, Darryl? Something on the certificates? That's peanut butter grease, and no, you can't have it. Wait a minute. Now I see what's put them burrs in your skivvies. This is your birth certificate, and this is Darryl's. Darryl's not the oldest. Darryl is. How could I have gotten them mixed up? What is it, Darryl? You've had enough, haven't you? The burden of leadership weighs heavy. Are you relinquishing your birthright to take charge and asking me to take over again? Sometimes you just have to say okie dokie to destiny. Is that okay with you, Darryl? Take that as a yes. Okay, you can lick his face, Darryl. We're your typical American family again.